Hello, and welcome to Stuff That's Probably Important to Understand with Karen. Brief recap. The Queer Nation organization was founded in 1990 in New York, and it is still going. So, by 2017, this person introduces themselves as one of the founders of Queer Greens Victoria. So, there is a chapter of the queers in the Greens. And this is them. Not all of them, just some of them. Hmm. And queer is also one of the causes of the socialists who somehow entangled the Judith Butler um, teachings into it. Anyway, Trans Hate Project, they did a survey online, took 3 minutes. It was supposedly for the trans community. However, the majority of the respondents were the non-binary people. So it wasn't open for lesbians, gays, uh, bi people, or intersex people. And more people were upset with trans people after they saw them going off at old ladies that didn't want men in the toilets. And so they did a survey, blah, 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 blah. And because of that, they want these laws put into state and federal legislation. So the anti-vilification laws. So the same sort of stuff that Eric's, overseas in Scotland, with the pronoun police and things that you hear about. And also we've got strengthened media regulations and things. So they're entangled somehow with the federal misinformation and disinformation bill. Anyway, not here for that today. So we were checking out all the other organisations that have signed in solidarity with the trans community, even though they were the minority of the. Anyway, and when we were checking out the 230 plus organisations, and these ones also were in a group that was a lesbian dance they wanted to have, and they didn't want to have trans lesbians there, and it got shut down because of that. And the groups that lobbied together were pretty much all the same. Anyway, so the unions, there's massage shops and things, and non for profits, all sorts of things. Bicycle shop there. So we're gonna have a look at -18 because the other day when we were here, I said you could go and look that up, and I've got a bit of time. I'll show you how to do it. And it's not like I spend heaps of time on my graphics. So this is a non-for-profit organisation that lobbies the government for legislation the government wants. Let's check them out. Place the Greens do.
To be a lot more queer characters in TV shows now.
My name is Tessa, and my pronouns are she, her.
My name's Wild, my pronouns are they, them.
And at -18, Australia's charity for queer youth, we love talking about what it means to be young and queer in today's world.
Tessa, I don't know about you, but it seems like queer people are everywhere these days. On TikTok and YouTube, Spotify and Netflix.
100%. I mean, we've got Miley Cyrus, there's Jojo Siwa, Lil Nas X, even Wonder Woman.
We have so much amazing queer representation now, but that wasn't always the case, right?
No, absolutely. Up until about 30 years ago, being gay was actually seen as a mental illness around the world. These days, we understand that it's actually a really natural thing, and it's that.
Oh, so queer is being gay, is it? Oh, okay then. Well, why do you have separate letters? Mm, that's why they're so vague. Like if we, sort of pretend that queer's kind of gay people, maybe no one will notice that we're actually a political organisation. That's also one of the causes of the socialists. So let's see how they're measuring up. Only adults, good practices in legal gender recognition for youth. This is a strategy for changing laws and for advocating for, yeah, for trans rights. There we go. It was done by this international group. It was supported by this foundation that is into driving systematic change through news and media development. And Dentons is the law firm that produced it. So, how are they going as good little political lobbyists? Target the youth politicians? Yes, well, they were targeting the youth audience, being under 18s. Anyway, yes, get them on the right side of history. Well, if they're on the right side of history, why do they need a political and legal strategic plan to plaster rainbows in every surface and crevice they can find and capturing the children? Yeah, okay, right side of history. Demedicalise their campaign, nothing to do with that. Yeah, right, useless. Real people. So they had Miley Cyrus and yep, and themselves, I suppose, in their clothes. They all dress the same. Anyway, number 4, get them on television in TV shows, and we've already read up above that one of the funders of this is into the media, and get ahead of the media things. Use human rights, they were into that, but this one down here, number 10, work together. So all of the organisations work together. And I forgot. Avoid avoid excessive press coverage or exposure. So sort of like no one really kind of knows exactly what the queer thing is. It's a bit of this, it's a bit of that. We're all a bit vague about it. And that one sort of is a big red flag for me. And the plus, they can keep adding things. And that's why this is important, because that's what they're following. This.
Take a listen.
Trans women are women. What are your thoughts?
Trans women are trans women. That's not said disrespectfully, because my era, we were transvestites, drag queens, you're a man in a dress. We fought to have the title of trans women. Respectfully, trans men are trans men. That is not even a disrespect. It's this younger, new generation, Z crazy, that it's not enough for. But let me just break something down to y'all real simple. If a woman is a social construct and we're emulating women, what would that make us? Social construction workers? Like you just pandering for the women. No, I know what a woman is. Woman is Mother Earth. We all came through the birth canal of a woman. We keep trying to dismiss women. You cannot dismiss a woman.
Right.
And probably that's why it's important to understand. See you later. Bye.